Dear partners and friends, thank you for joining the 2021 ESON Partner Conference. I'm Ben Zhang from the product marketing team. It hasn't been an easy year during the COVID-19 pandemic. We hope you and your family have stayed healthy and safe. My presentation today is as shown, making our infrastructure greener, safer, and smarter. I will go through the below topics from solution ideas, trends, market focus, and then some of my thoughts toward why I'm here and probably why you are here. I hope you will enjoy today's presentation. As you may know, ESON has offered many different product series. But today, I will only focus on this 4 product series. The first one is the ITS series. From the naming, it is clear that the product series is mainly built for transportation network applications. The second one is SmartE series. I hope that you have seen enough our product marketing videos and social media highlights. Regarding this product series, I will use this opportunity today to emphasize our design concept again. The third one, the AutoE series, is our next generation management ESON switches series. This type of product is widely used in all kinds of industrial applications. Later, I will show you what is new on this very basic model series. Finally, I will introduce a new series called InfraGreen. The portfolio is designed to focus on infrastructure and energy market applications. I won't go into detail regarding to the specifications because I believe you can browse that information from our website and also easily get that information from your ESON sales contact. So I would like to use this opportunity to share the purpose of building these product portfolios. Okay, let's begin our first model, the ITS series. ESON has its first industrial switch installed in the traffic cabinets in the United States since the year 2000. Since then, ESON has been dedicated on this market now for around 20 years. The EX series wrote the ITS history of ESON. It is how the name of product series has been defined. We start our business from cabinet switches, meaning the switches typically installed in the intersection cabinets. We satisfy the details for easy maintenance and simplify the troubleshooting process. We have heard customers' voice. Can you make your own industrial layer 3 core switch? So we only need to talk to one vendor. Our industrial layer 3 switches has born to serve this purpose. Technology is changing day by day. We saw tons of benefits in IoT and smart city concept, which also means more devices will be connected to existing ITS. Because of the increase in the number of connecting devices and the heavy information exchange, supporting basic layer 3 routing protocols has become basic on cabinet switches. While pointing out the importance of decentralized management for network topology convergence and data acquisition, the hub switch that I'm pointing out in the diagram is to solve the large mesh topology issues and also deliver basic cybersecurity network design logic. Zones and continues. For the defense in-depth design, more optical connections are needed to converge zone information to up layer. Therefore, our hub switches will create and more new products will be coming up. We continue to investigate if any useful solutions can be created for the field side and remote management purpose. Here, we develop DNA and eView, tools to work with our Ethernet switches for better installation and maintenance experience. Let me give you a brief introduction of the mechanism. The idea is very simple, analogous to our nervous system when your hands feel hot. We simply define an event into 2 scenarios. One is reflection and another is response and reaction. We give switches an extra nerve to detect and react local conditions through digital inputs, digital outputs, PoE, watchdog, etc., making switches capable to do physical intrusion detection and turn on and off PoE devices. allow us to prevent unauthorized usage or damage to the device. Installers don't need to deal with one more DIO device, more cables, or more settings. We call this function is DNA, detect and alert. Then Ethernet switches feedback local events to the component management system such as eView or some network management software for further reaction plan or behavior analysis. This is the SmartE series. I hope everyone here has heard of SmartE from your sales representatives. It's really a hot item recently, and just like the YouTube video said, let's take a look at the Ethernet switch and talk about the features that you expect the switches to provide, including network management features, redundancy protection, advanced layer 3 routing, and precise time synchronization. All of these are available, but sometimes you just don't need that many features. This is the mindset behind the creation of this SmartE series. SmartE balance functionality, security, and smart budgeting idea. The highlight benefits are simple management, easy maintenance, network security, and topology support services. And of course, reliability network connectivity is always our first design priority. SmartE offers a wide range of configurations from 5 to 16 ports. It is to accommodate the various field site needs. We would like to see SmartE making your industrial Ethernet work flexible and simple. The AutoE series is our next generation unmanagement switches. As we all know, unmanagement industrial switches are widely used in all types of industrial applications, such as process control and automation. Devices with simple function have always been a challenge for market competition differentiation. AutoE is designed with industrial protocol priority support and a considerable compact size for cabinet space concerns. The IP40 feature makes it more suitable for heavy dust environments. Of course, it has passed various industrial EMC tests to ensure outstanding reliability. These types of industrial-wide common Ethernet switches, we will reserve a certain amount of inventory all the time, even in these periods of supply chain difficulty. Please call your EtherWAN sales contact later to check stock. The InfraGreen series is built for infrastructure and energy-related market applications. EtherWAN has released IEC 61850 compliance products for quite a few years. It's not only present reliability, but also the technology capability. We have watched the application trend and movement for quite a while. We feel it's about time to realign our trend findings and the technologies to come out and affordable solutions for people who work in this market. Observing the history of substation evolution, from conventional stage, there were many copper cables required to maintain and manage the power system. Most topology application concepts were point-to-point or point-to-multipoint connections. You can imagine how difficult it was to maintain all those cables. And also, you can find lots of discussions about this on energy engineering forums. In the past, the main purpose was to supply sufficient and reliable power to the places which need power, such as households, factories, etc. Once digital information need to be exchanged, using industrial-grade Ethernet switches become a norm when implementing networking infrastructures in harsh environment and critical sites. After that, we moved to digital substation stage. I don't know when it's really happened, but from my experience, it should be around 12 years ago. The topic was brought in many innovative and passionate engineers. Since then, I saw a lot of technical discussions, experiments, and proof of concepts. Some people said the world's first digital substation was built in Australia for PowerLink by ABB. The new concept incorporated a lot of imaginations and futuristic concepts. It helps with the maintenance, information efficiency, and the transition to a smart grid. Since 2009, a series of IEC 61850 regulations has been released one after another. People start creating everything related to IEC 61850 in order to enter the new market. It was a crazy moment as I remember, because E7 was one of the new era participants. It is still a big gap to become a professor or a doctor, but we know more from working with other students. We found the market application has passed a certain stage to an upper layer. The market went through the tough time of basic smart grid infrastructure building process. Now, since the two-way energy business transaction demand and frequency are expected increasing dramatically, we can foresee the desire of security, bandwidth, reliability, time synchronization, and redundancy will be rise at the same time. It's what was mentioned here about secured digital substations and how the InfraGrid series is going to serve this purpose and to offer an efficient and economic grid networking systems. Summarizing my mentioned solutions, they have needs and considerations in common. There are three elements: security, timing accuracy, and expecting user-friendly ways of receiving messages and the network status for action plan making, such as IEC 62443, IEEE 5088, RESTful API, etc. Our technologies are elaborate on the purpose of realizing these three elements. More new application features and highlights will be periodically released together with our product solutions. By continuing to develop these elements as the design basis of our solutions, we believe it will benefit to our users and we will eventually benefit as well. From my mentioned solutions, design elements, and of course your understandings of E7, you may already know our target application markets. E7 has been committed to the four markets of roadside, wayside, green buildings, and energy for over a decade. Here, I should give more details of those four markets regarding how E7 defines these target market applications. Green buildings include power system, lighting, fire detection, fire protection, ventilation, and access control systems, as well as water and wastewater treatment systems, where the places need networking facilities for critical mission in harsh environments. For example, tunnels, sewage treatment plants, train stations, etc. Roadside applications include intersection surveillance systems, traffic control systems, highway ETC systems, and weight in motion systems. Recent hot topic is also include V2X infrastructure, such as smart pole and roadside communication units, as well as citizen safety monitoring systems. Wayside application mainly focus on level crossing monitoring, pantograph monitoring, and trackside network system. The last one is the fundamental resource for all the above system, energy. It covers power substations and green energy generation solutions. It is how we think we can give a little help to making infrastructure greener, safer, and smarter with our New Year arrival solutions. It was an opportunity that I've read a corporate message to a 10-year plan last year. I was so excited that it's really made me use a different angle to review myself. In September 2015, all 193 members of United Nations signed on to a common goal for 2030. Sustainable Development Goals, called SDGs, built on decades of work from all nations and the UN. At its heart are the 70 goals, which are an urgent call for actions by all countries. They recognize that ending poverty and other deprivations must go hand in hand with strategies that improve health and education, reduce inequality, and spur economic growth, all while tackling climate changes and working to preserve our oceans and forests. After deep discussion, we believe we should be able to help these 5 goals by providing proper technologies and solutions to the world: affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industrial innovation and infrastructure, sustainable cities and communities, and responsible consumption and production. I don't want to say we have made a remarkable progress, but instead, I will say we have taken one step forward, such as today's topic, in which we are building smarter, safer solutions. More importantly, we aim to make our infrastructure greener. I would strongly recommend you to browse the SDGs from the UN website when you have time. Questions and answers. Do you know that we have reduced the loss of life caused by traffic accidents? Do you know we have improved the efficiency and reliability of power supply for developing countries and improved people's lives? Do you know our green policy keeps people away from unknown harms? Do you know how important your work is to mankind and the planet? What we would like to achieve is to unite our familiar technologies with our familiar markets and friends. And with clear vision during each of our solution development phase, we expect ourselves is able to leave a better world for our next generations. We are proud to share this important message with you. Most importantly, we are glad to have you here and hope we can continue to see you at our next gathering. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Feel free to contact us if you have ideas on how to work with us to fulfill this vision together. Thank you.